Let's take a look back at 2021 and see what the Kootenay Cachers have been up to. There's Viola V caching at Monica Meadows. The tougher trails in our area don't scare Viola V. She just quickly gears up, grabs her GPS, and is gone. Jap Mune checking out another geomobile. Sometimes you're torn. Should I cross or not? Other times, it's your pants that get torn. Viola V's cache belted was tricky. I swear this guy moves around. Old Glory. Wow, look at all the ladybugs. We sure do live in a nice area. Oh yeah, one could get hooked on geocaching with views like these. Geocaching is great family fun for the misfits. Hey, there's some of the gang caching the Slocan Valley Rail Trail. Looks like Signal wants in on the action. That looks like FSJ74 hugging a tree to grab a geocache. DJ and Wow, finding a cache near Sunshine Bay. Yeah, there's nothing better than a picnic break, but then back to geocaching. Not quite sure what Trent Misfits is doing, but the cache is at the top of the hill. Miss Misfits, searching for a geocache a lot of us will remember from the Big Sheep Creek area. Wow, the Misfits were on a fun family adventure and got to stay overnight at the historic Windsor Hotel. Misfits found this one in Meadow Creek on their family geo adventure. Miss Misfits looking for another geocache. And there she is, Miss Misfits. It's a rainy day on the end-to-end for Misfits, Geopup, Wow, and DJ. See? He's moved. He was on the roof. Hitching a ride on the world's longest free ferry. Cute Kids 2 has a rock series of geocaches up Mary Creek that were a lot of fun. Misfits caching in the rocks near Moye. Next, I think Jab and Jazz has something they want to show us. Looks like Jab is roasting up the hot dogs. Well, let's tag along and see where they take us. Looks like we'll start with the geocaching glade. Then it's off to Lions Bluff, the new hiking trail near Nelson. Oh yeah, and there's Jab, posing at the top. She knows where it is. Just look at her face. Jazz seems to be enjoying herself. Jazz taking a break from finding little adventurous geocaches. I think that's Frog Peak back there. Jab showing off his drone flying skills near Souk on Vancouver Island. Oh, what a beautiful day to be caching on the ocean. Jab and Jazz found 3 geocaches on the way to this lighthouse. Wow, Jab takes his drone geocaching and gets some very good shots. This seems like a really popular spot for Kootenay Cachers to take pictures. There must be a geocache here. I don't know if Jab used his drone or his handheld, but this is a pretty nice picture. Cheers to Jab and Jazz, 20,000 finds. Snowshoeing up Strawberry Pass, looking for a geocache near the new Igloo Cabin. Ta-da! There it is. Trail in the dense fog below, and that's a frozen spider web. Purple Squirt's been busy this year. He's been painting geocaches to hide. And he sure has a lot of fun doing it, because he knows when he's done, he gets to go out and find geocaches others have hidden. Purple Stain spotted this little guy while caching. I think she called it an alligator lizard? Aw, come on, Mom. Just one more geocache. Yummy. Tasty treats for supper tonight. That's Purple Squirt teaching his friends how to geocache. The cold weather sure made for some nice ice falls. Scotty Cats with Purple Squirt. Purple Stain and Scotty Cat caching with Purple Squirt near the Anachrist Summit. This was a DNF on top of Observation Mountain, but Purple Squirt and his mum hid some geocaches on the way out. Having fun! Just look at that big smile. She's gotta be geocaching. Here's a good picture of Purple Squirt showing off some swag. Woohoo! Sometimes it sure feels good to finally get your name in that logbook. While geocaching in Summerland, Purple Stain found the world's largest ladder.
What is it? Is that a geocache?
Sometimes knowing it's an ammo can makes it harder to find. Huh, it's easy to find a chair when you're a kid. Jet Mune helped keep her spirits high with some awesome events this year. Jet Mune, Fear the Tubas, and Lia G out caching. Does anybody recognize this area? Sometimes the geopups just don't play fair when it comes to first to finds. Jet Mune and Viola V enjoying their geocaching outing on a sunny day. Viola V showing off her latest find. We all know geocaching causes smileys. Here's another event to help keep the Kootenay Cachers smiling. Thanks, Jet Mune. Our local resident world traveler Jet Mune didn't travel much this year, but did manage to get to Port Alberni for this cache. Eventually, you'll find all the Kootenay girls in this guy's arms. Dirty Girl 129 doesn't get out geocaching as much as she used to, but still has a lot of fun when she does. There's so many geo adventures out there. Get out there! Go geocaching! Arrow Park Lady shared these pictures of a unique geocache she found. I think it's awesome! Lady Eaters managed to get to Vancouver Island this year, and they found this huge ammo can. Here's some more driftwood art. This spot sure is popular with Kootenay Cachers. There's the Gladiators, hiding caches for all us Kootenay Cachers. Us Kootenay Cachers sure are lucky to have this winter wonderland to play in. Hey, that looks like it'd be a fun place to go geocaching. The Gladiators even got to go geocaching on the 50th parallel. Notice the resemblance? Mrs. Gladiator, determined to hide all those frickin' caches. Scotty Cat's Geomobile, getting some air. Yeehaw! Florine Lake. This is one of those hard to get to geocaches. Scotty Cats, after they hit a cache at Florine Lake. Actually, this is one of the easier obstacles to avoid. This road is rough. Follow me, it's this way. You know, it sucks to be a kid. You can't reach all of Purple Stain's geocaches. I barely got this one. Purple Squirt and his friend GPS, snowshoeing to a cache near Grand Forks. And they found it. Now it's off to go find some ice cream. There's an Indian taking a break from geocaching to skate in one of the tunnels at the Phoenix Mine. Underground hockey violence. That's Zanadian and River fighting over what cache to find next. Mrs. Z doesn't realize there's a spider right there. Brr! This place looks different in the winter. Canadian seems to find stuff other cachers miss, like these cars. And these cave pearls. I'll bet all the Kootenay Cachers have walked this walk. But not all of us have visited all three of these flags. This is Fear the Tubas cache. Did you just quickly grab it, or did you take time to see the monolith? As Mrs. Z, geocaching an interesting historic area. The Canadians sure do find some interesting treasures while out caching. Geocaching along the Slocan Valley Rail Trail. Hey, this is interesting. A cache on the Coquihalla before and after the flood. And this one, before and after the smoke. Another very historic area is the Cedar Creek Trail near Ainsworth. Canadians found the mine and a small hole to access it. They just used the beer can for scale. Mrs. Z squeezing into the old mine. And this is what it looks like inside the old mine. Mrs. Z checking out the pinkish colored watermelon snow. Bulldog Tunnel along the Columbia Western Rail Trail. And here's a really nice gift from the Canadians. A new cache coming soon to a mountain near you. Captain Blackbeard and her crew of artists, Lucifer and Siren's Reign, certainly have a flair for great costumes and geocaches that make you say, wow! There's Siren's Reign at Davy Jones' locker. Not sure which one of the scallywags created this. She could sell these. Fear the Tubas, they always go geocaching with big smiles. Even when too tired to continue, the smile persists. Smileys are contagious. These cachers all have one. Fear the Tubas and Laia G enjoying some of the Kootenay views. Fear the Tubas, Jet Mune, and Viola V heading out to find a geocache. This is the bridge less traveled. There is a better one. The Geopups, they absolutely love to go geocaching. What's this? A first to find? Fear the Tubas and Jet Mune about to get some sore muscles. Here's an old library cache in Edmonton that was placed in Cache Effect's honor. Vampire Smileys. These guys just have too much fun. And that's what geocaching is all about. Fun. Just ask Jet Mune, she can tell you. When out with the Kootenay Cachers, the Smileys just don't stop. Fear the Tubas took the Kootenay Cachers to a cache near the historic Chinese ovens. Doing the social distance thing and still having fun. The 6-foot social distance measuring tool. Jet Mune and her Geopup. How's this for a cool reflection? Just one of the Canadians' fine caches.
Hello.
Fear the Tubas Geopup. Hey, I know the dog that ate that bone.
Okay. I'm looking for a round river rock. Oh, here's something. Wait, what the heck is this?
And the smiles keep coming. One of Blackbeard and Lucifer's most excellent geocaches. Fear the Tubas, fear no cache. I've climbed trees, explored caves, hiked for kilometers, all I got was a lousy smiley. Wow, was it worth it? Who says you don't get exercise when you go geocaching? What the? I'm sure there was no ladder there when we found the cache. Alright, which Kootenay cacher drank all the beer? Little Adventures took this picture. Not sure if it's smoke or fog, but it turned out real good. Worn-Out Warrior checking to see how much further to the cache. Another interesting shot by Little Adventures. Little Adventures got this picture when he was out caching with DJ and Wow in Wow's Geomobile. Now Little Adventures always on the lookout for a good picture. Kootenay Cachers love going to places that make us realize just how tiny we and our problems are. Families, fur babies, farm animals. There it is! A cold beer is great after a fun day of geocaching. Especially on a hot day like this. Sheesh, that's hot! Another picture Little Adventures took shows how beautiful the Kootenays are, even in the smoke. Kootenay Cachers do live in a beautiful area. Thanks for the reminder, Little Adventures. Want to explore? Go geocaching! That's Wow, Jen, and DJ pausing long enough for a picture. Another stunning view us Kootenay Cachers tend to take for granted. Wow's Geopup taking Wow to find a geocache. DJ and cute kids too. It's been a long day of geocaching. You can see the city lights coming on. Thanks, Little Adventures. You got some really good pictures. You're pretty lucky to get this one of the double rainbow. Thanks for sharing. 3 very active Kootenay Cachers, Little Adventures, Wow, and DJ. Kootenay Cachers love the Fairy GeoArt series of caches that are placed along the Scatterborough Reach Trail. Jabmune's Community Celebration Event. It keeps the Kootenay Cachers smiling. I think Woodsy One just won a coin. Kootenay Cachers learned early that smiles are contagious. Let's try laughter. Mrs. Pirate, Spaz Super, oh, and Gibson, of course. Yes, that is Mrs. Pirate making snow angels. That's us, the Kootenay Pirates. We're smiling because we just hit a cache. Mrs. Pirate DNF'd this one. She couldn't believe a rodent found it before she did. Granitic Intrusions. He's got one of those smileys too. That's Savvy Cacher. She sure enjoys geocaching. Mrs. Pirate always has geocaching on her mind. I guess we could call her a cacheologist. Mrs. Pirate and the Spaz Snooper. Captain Blackbeard, Lucifer, and Siren's Reign team up to build some absolutely incredible geocaches. A lot of time and effort goes into making one of their geocaches. Kootenay Cachers keep watching for the next one to come out. During a cache maintenance trip on our Copper Mountain geocaches, we found hundreds of trees had blown over the road. Luckily, someone else had cleared the road for us. Kootenay Pirates enjoyed geocaching up the Jumbo Pass. Here's Mrs. Pirate just below the pass. And here she is above Jumbo Pass. Got to meet up with Soul Seeker and LJG47. We took him to the oldest cache in the area, Tamlin Reunion. I think Jabmune adopted that one. Mrs. Pirate lending a hand on a Blackbeard cache. Soul Seeker and LJG47 are very active geocachers on the island, and they've been coming here for years to find some of the great geocaches hidden by the Kootenay Cachers. Just had to get new tires. The first ones wore out from finding geocaches. These two never stop smiling. You gotta be quick if you want to beat Purple Squirt to a geocache. The Spaz Snooper's Geopup, Gibson, is an experienced geocacher. An example of some of the work that goes into Blackbeard's caches. Hey, this is pretty good too. Little Adventures getting us into the Halloween spirit. The Kootenay Pirates really enjoyed a geocache adventure with Jab and Jazz along the Meldiana Trail. Jab setting up for the perfect shot, right after finding the geocache, of course. That's my beautiful wife, Mrs. Kootenay Pirate. And that's Mr. and Mrs. Kootenay Pirate ready for the Halloween cache. The Smart Couple's second annual Halloween event. Woohoo, it's gonna be fun! Did you see Mrs. Pirate in her glow stick costume? Siren's Reign did this very realistic makeup. Technician tried all night to keep control. He had to work pretty hard. Ouch! Zenadian's Tunnel of Doom. And that's Mrs. Pirate putting her mask on. I know she got some flies in the mask with her because she was complaining about them. Kootenay Cachers just love doing the Gladiator's Winter Walk. Look at all the Jeeps in the parking lot. Mrs. Pirate and Woodsy One just smiling away. This is what the falls look like. Looking down at Mrs. Canadian from the cache site. There's an Canadian signing a logbook. This was the perfect spot along the winter walk to stop for hot chocolates. The Kootenay Pirates would like to thank the Kootenay Cachers for all the fun geo-adventures in 2021. And if you like this video, please leave a comment, or at least leave a thumbs up.